Welcome back to the same day we ended up on.
Oh my god.
But that's today.
That's today.
Yes.
Hello everybody, I'm Christ.
And I'm Witchley.
And we're back with some more Doki Doki Literature Club Plus.
Doki 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 Artichoke.
Yes, we ended off the episode by meeting all the girls.
Yes.
We have a homework assignment for our club, and we're walking home with Sayori.
Yes.
So let's just start there.
So let's end our day, shall we?
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, the human. I meant Monica. I meant the robot. I should have said robot.
You should have said robot.
Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club with these four girls?
You might even grow to appreciate literature and expand your mind.
Or I might fall in love with any one of these girls.
Maybe so.
Oh my gosh. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Oh my god, he's thinking the same thing as me.
Sexually, isn't he?
He's thinking with his...
the wrong head.
Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I think we're gonna be writing a poem, honey.
Indeed.
It's time to write a poem. Pick a word you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Ah.
So we're trying to... Okay, so we need to use words that I know fantasy Yuri likes. Remember she said fantasy?
Yeah.
Boop.
Yeah.
Variance. Adventure.
Funny would be Natsuki's.
Did we just choose one?
I know. Who do you want to go for?
I kind of want to go with Yuri.
Yuri?
But
Okay, then...
who do you think you're liking more? I want you to choose.
That. I mean...
You want me to do Monica?
No, let's go ahead and do Yuri.
Okay, so let's do fantasy. Ooh, wow. Universe, rainbow, melancholy, wonderful, disaster. Remember, she likes horror as well, so melancholy? What do you think?
Well, melancholy doesn't mean horror.
Universe, disaster, analysis, passion.
Passion.
Okay. Am I just choosing 20 different words as I do this?
Like it.
Then we're gonna need to go through this fast. Misfortune.
Ooh.
Let's do misfortune. We gotta just go through these fast.
Shut down.
Night ground. Not night gown. Sorry, not night ground.
Extreme.
We're
making her jump. Did you see that?
Wait. Are they Oh, they're just walking around.
Oh no, she jumped up extra high.
Did she really? Let's
I
do
don't know.
horror. Oh,
See?
it shows on who you're choosing. Okay, interesting.
Ah,
Which ones do you like?
fireworks.
Also, that's Yuri.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, we
Sorry,
got
that's not
Sayori.
Sayori. I'm mixing all these up. That's kind of cool. Can you not please Monica then? Because Monica's not on this.
Yeah, no, I don't think Monica's on this.
Massacre. Doki Doki Poetry Slam. Ha!
Champion!
Heavens... Graveyard! Oh wow, this chick loves it. Okay. Pleasure, dance, romance, flowers. So, Natsuki loves cute things.
Yeah. So if you throw a flower in there, she'd probably be the one jumping.
Then let's just do that. Oh no, I guess that was,
the other one.
Sayori. Lust? No.
Uncontrollable.
I'll do that. That was her, okay.
We're going for the purple-haired one, so...
Yes.
Oh, I see what you picked her now.
Because she looks like you a bit.
Oh.
Except with longer hair.
And she loves horror stuff like I do.
I know, so this is infinite. Entropy. I love entropy.
Yeah.
That is an awesome word.
Starscape, that would be pretty.
No, she's liking that one, okay. Disoriented. Oh my god, she's loving everything we choose now. Wrath. Unrestrained. Unstable.
Whisper.
You want to do Whisper?
Yeah.
Oh, that was her.
That was the cute one, I guess.
Misery? Wait, that was her. I'm sorry, what?
Wow, we don't know a lot about Sayuri, do we?
Infallible? I did that one. Inferno. Incongruent. Jumpy. Crimson.
Crimson.
And we did it!
Woo!
Yeah! And this is all just words, just like...
Hi again, Grumble. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha.
I am human. I have a sense of humor. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep to my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Grumbloid. I hope this isn't too overwhelming or of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
I'm surprised you decided to voice her since I apparently remind you of her. Or she reminds you of me.
Well, at this point, we're already too deep. We're one episode too deep. We can't change.
Very true.
Unless you want to.
Carry on.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come over here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see an end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys! Grumble always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you?
Friends? No, just kidding.
I might be a little jealous.
How come you and Grumble can become good friends too?
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
What about what's her name? Yuri. oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Whoa, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. I love that she plays with her hair.
I used to play with my hair.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not.
She's starting to sound like Alfie.
I'm sorry, do you want me to... what do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted to. And it's just like a guide to sex. It's just a sex book.
It's probably a short horror story.
Karma Sutra.
Like how many ways can I kill you in your sleep?
That's called the Karma's a Bitcha. That wasn't my best joke, I'm sorry. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading so much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. A club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me.
Aww.
More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh. It's fine. If I was forced, then I probably wouldn't have noticed. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Or maybe some of your fresh in your mind to discuss.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. It's not like we're in a literature club right now where I'm forced to read anything. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's very engaging and a relatable story. Kind of like this one. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school, like me, who moves in with her long-lost youngest sister. Youngest. Is it youngest or younger?
Younger. Read it.
Read! Younger sister, like me. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ha ha ha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Grumbleade? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. You're like, you like this person. You're like, this is my... When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their own philosophy that they believe in. Oh, so she's a psycho. Got it. Then suddenly...
You married to one this time.
Huh? And suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. I knew it. She's a psycho. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's true. In fact, I might as well just start reading it, right?
Start over.
I might as well get started reading it, right? Nailed it. You don't have to. Ha ha ha, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's a big word for you. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
She's staring at you.
It's not particularly a bad thing. It's just that it's getting creepy. Maybe a little distracting, but the feel is somewhat comforting. Oh my god. I turn around to look at my wife, and she's staring right at me. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Aww. So sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I instead use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Ooh, new perspective! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and the forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page, and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddling even closer together than before.
How cute!
It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. While she's looking at us. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. I want to marry this girl. Can I have a body pillow with her? Alright. We're going to talk about this later. Yeah. She said yeah. No, the dialogue said yeah.
No, I saw it.
No, I'm just letting our readers know that you didn't say yeah. Or not our readers. Our viewers that is reading with us. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she's finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Why is this so hot?
Because you've never done anything like this before?
Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? She's like an actual, like ghostwriter, and she wrote this, and...
Maybe that's why she picked it up for.
How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Grumble, that's probably because I'm the writer. A terrible thing to have in common with her. Oh no.
So, you fuck things up.
I don't get a decision in this. This is just a text scroll. I have not made a single decision other than poems.
Okay.
That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more mean that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Are we already just gonna bone immediately?
No. Okay, everyone. I think it is about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long.
Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought.
Is that alright, Yuri?
I am human.
You stop saying that!
I think it's funny.
It is funny, but you gotta learn when.
When?
And maybe sometimes I would like to do it.
Okay, you should do it then. Sorry.
You look kind of down. I am sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this.
It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ouch. Now I have a paper cut. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight? Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the... Wait, that's her, sorry. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Great, now I got homework. She just forced me to do homework.
That way you can read the rest of it with her!
Okay.
Shoulder to shoulder!
Hand in hand?
Hand and book in hand!
What? No, it's thumb. It's thumbs.
Yeah, but what do you think's flipping the pages? That's the thumbs. What do you think's holding the book?
Hands?
There you go.
Feet? Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Of course, I wrote 20 words. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
Yuri? Where's Yuri?
I can't wait!
Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn off from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit, because it's robotic-like, you know.
It is perfect. I mean, I am human.
Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh great, now we get to see what we wrote. Who should I show my poem to first? Should we do Yuri?
Yeah.
Okay. We're really favoring Yuri right now. I'm wondering if we could go, like... I bet this makes it for more playability, though, where we go back and do different girls. So that'll be interesting. So... But we're going to stay with Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Are you looking into it?
No, actually, I'm just texting you a name.
A name? Oh, a title?
Yeah.
Okay. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicate that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. Baka. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along with the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. He's dumb. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. She's calling me a noob.
You're a noob.
I thought it was a neat.
Oh, you're not a neat yet. That's when you're older.
Okay. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? You want to read this?
Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing?
Yep.
It must be this one. The last remaining sheet light to have...
Street light,
thank you. To have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Ghost under the light, that's a really cool one.
That is actually really nice.
I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
No, I only misread one word.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. That wasn't really that long. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. She's a psycho. I'm just kidding.
She's considerate!
Yeah.
I mean, she could be a psycho, but
Well,
she's a
she's
considerate one at first, at least.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Yes.
Who? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Grumbloid. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did. I suppose you did. Only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Oh wait, that's him. I don't know.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way.
I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Grumboid. Me too.
For myself.
Who should I show my poem to next? Well, we can show our poem to everyone else in the next episode.
Alrighty.
I think it was nice. I didn't know we had to show it to everyone. I thought it was just honestly just one person. And it was like, oh, that's it for today.
Oh,
I guess
no, we gotta show it to everyone.
I will show it to everyone in the next episode.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Next time!
Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please like and subscribe. It does help us out.
On the channel, as you would normally say.
Yeah.
Mixing it up a bit. I like it.
Until then, I'm crazed.
And I'm literally Grumble.